Hey guys, Amy T here. Welcome back to another vid. Today I'm going to be playing a game called Cinderella Phenomenon, and I've already played this game a bit, like about 2 routes. So it's actually pretty fun. That's why I really wanted to record it. And yeah, that's about it for the intro. So let's get started. Let's start. No. Once upon a time in a kingdom far, far away, there were 2 crystals. One was the crystallium Lucius, protected by the rule of the fairies. The other was the crystallium tenebrium, whatever the word is, which was watched over by the high leader of the witches. The Lucius was sustained by love, happiness, and joy. The tenebrium by fear, anger, and hatred. The fairies and the witches lived in harmony with the humans of the kingdom. They regulated the powers of the crystal in order to maintain balance between darkness and light. For there can be no joy without sadness, no courage without fear. The kingdom was at peace for a time. But one day, a traveling bard decided to write stories, tales of the magic and wonders of the kingdom. He named these stories fairy tales. In fairy tales, the light always emerged victorious, and true love was a usual reward. Fairy tales spread further than could have been predicted. The humans of the kingdom began to believe that fairy tales were true, and the magic of the witches was inherently wicked and cruel. The witches became hated and feared. Eventually, they were hunted like animals. The witch hunt. The high leader of the witches, in all of her anger, created the fairy tale curse. You think you are wicked? So be it. Just as you have taken our happily ever afters, we shall take yours. The witches outside used the fairy tale curse to attack humans indiscriminately, ultimately throwing the kingdom into chaos and darkness. The ruler of the fairies, the Lucius Bearer, sought to regain peace. But the witches were blinded by the hatred for humans and were responsible for the witch genocide. A terrible war, the Great War, began. Eventually, the tenebrium bearer, the high leader of the witches, was finally defeated. The tenebrium was lost, peace was restored, and the light once again triumphed. But darkness can never fully disappear. It waits in the shadows, patient for when its time will inevitably return. Going by my usual name, I normally go for these types of games. Prologue, the Ice Princess. My name is Amy Rilla Britton, daughter of the King Gennaro Britton III. I'm the Crown Princess of the Kingdom of Angel. At least that's who I used to be. But that was before yesterday, when I became a victim of the infamous fairy tale curse. Oh. Everyone has forgotten my birthright. Now I'm nothing more than a lonely peasant. I feel like I'm stuck in a nightmare. But now this is my reality now. I still have no idea what I must do to break the curse. I closed my eyes and remember that day. It started out like any other day. Have you heard? Another person was cursed. I'm on my way to the dining hall for breakfast when I stop and listen to the sound of hushed voices. There are 2 maids standing next to each other with brooms in their hand. They start slacking off again. That's terrible. What fairy tale curse was it? They say it was Pinocchio. Pinocchio, the fairy tale with the blind boy whose nose grows longer? That's awful. You know, more and more people have been getting cursed lately. You think those wicked witches are up to something again? I thought fairy tale curses would stop after you-know-who was defeated. You two are hurry to work, not talk. We're sorry, Your Highness. This can only be expected from the likes of them. Another fatal curse. Fatal curse began spreading even before the Great War began. I don't have much interest in its effects even now. Oh, even now. After all, most humans probably deserve to get cursed if victims are weak. Okay. Angel would be better off without the dead weight. If you robbed a mother, the curse would have been banished from Angel the instant they fell prey to it. My mother's not here anymore. It shall not come back ever. Princess, the king and queen are waiting in the dining hall. I'm on my way. The king, Ophelia, and Rod are all present in the dining hall. Someone's conspicuously missing, but I ignore their absence. Good morning. Good morning, Your Majesty. Good morning, Amy. Ophelia. Ophelia with himself. Every day I wonder when my father, king, married a lady baker. She can never be a true queen, for she pales in comparison to mother. I take my seat next to the king and then look up at the person sitting opposite to me. Hello, Rod. Rod Benedict Wittenshoff, my stepbrother, is bored and quiet as usual. He is 2 years my junior and is the younger of Ophelia's children. He's mute and uses his plush bunny to voice his thoughts. It was apparently given to him by a fairy. He minds his own business and is easy to deal with. But his older sister, I sat in the empty seat beside him. She's probably the most infuriating person I've ever had the discussion of knowing. Oof. I'm sorry I'm late. I was reading a book at the time. And here she is. Good morning, Father. Mother. Good morning, Rod. And good morning to you too, Amy. It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? Emmeline Wittenshoff, Rod's older sister and my stepbrother. She acts as if we were blood, and as if she too were born a princess. I can't read. As if she could become princess but steal my place. I'll never let that happen. Now that everyone's here, let us begin. But let's glide inside the silver chairs and carefully serve us breakfast. So, Emmeline, you were reading the fairy tale books the king brought you? Oh yes, there's so many, and they're all so wonderful. Thank you so much, Father. I'm happy that you like them. I love them. It's so strange that the library didn't have any of them to begin with. That's because Mother hated them. She had all the books burned. That's some hate. But why? They have such charming stories. Fairy tales mislead humans to believing they can have things they don't deserve. Fame, riches, love, happily ever afters. And when their wishes don't come to fruition exactly as they want them to, the humans blame the witches for granting them in the first place. What are you implying about the witches, Amy? There must be shifts. The air in the room growing heavy. I continue to eat. Perhaps witches are not responsible for the evil in this world. Perhaps humans are the cause of their own downfall. Have you any idea what you're talking about, child? Witches have nothing but pain and suffering to this kingdom. Even now they still spread the fairy tale curse to our innocent subjects. The truth is, I know very little about the time the witches had free reign over Angel. And I was very young then, and Mother forbade me to have a little palace, sometimes even my own room. I know nothing of the people's supposed pain and suffering. Mother kept me away from Angel, and so I could not bring myself to care. How do you know the cursed are innocent? Our people have been toiling day and night to rebuild Angel after the Great War. Our people are the kingdom's foundation, and I'm endlessly grateful for their determination and resolve. Every day I wonder what your mother taught you about. Leave mother out of this. Dear, please. Amy, darling, if I didn't need you, I am not one of the children of here. I don't need your sympathy. Okay. Amy, you will show her with respect. She is not my mother. I set down my fork and knife and stand up. I'm done. Excuse me. My father and I have never gone on, but our relationship significantly worsened since he married the baker. My father, the king, it's been 17 years and I have never felt any love from him. He treats Emily and Rod, who only entered our lives 1 year ago, like his own children, better than he has ever treated me. This has been my life ever since mother passed away 4 years ago. Mother was the only one that was there for me when no one else was. If it wasn't for the accident during the Great War, she would still be here. Why this sour face so early in the morning, princess? Prince. Let me guess. It's the king, the queen, or Princess Emmeline. Or is it all of them? I recognize question. That's why you're doing here so early. I'm running some errands for my father. Fitzgerald Aidan Loverton, son of the highest knight of the Order of Caldera. His father, Sir Custer, served in the royal family for many years. Sir Custer is one of the king's most trusted advisors. 3 years ago, Fritz was assigned the honor of becoming my personal knight. His presence is the only company I can tolerate nowadays. You should wait in the throne room then. Thank you. Princess? Yes. You know, I haven't seen you smile once since I met you. And why is that of any importance? Still, I do hope to see you smile one day, Princess. Well, I won't take up more of your time. I'll see you at 10. 10? Don't tell me you've forgotten. Forgotten what? You're going to town today, remember? I declare his relation dawns upon me. It's been 2 days since I can issue that order. Amy, I would like you to accompany Emmeline on one of the town outings. Surely you can send the maid with her instead. I would not have requested you to accompany her if I was going to send her with maids. I want you to make an effort to get along with your step-sister. She's your sister and you will treat her and Rod as if they were your blood. 2 days from now, you're going to accompany Emmeline outside. Shock. It's been 4 years since you last left the palace. Ever since then, you've locked yourself away. You barely left your room. Angel was looking over them, but now the kingdom is safe and back to its former glory. I want you to see how beautiful Angel really is. Amy, a princess must know her kingdom. Go with Emmeline, and she will show you the town and that you only ever see through the windows. Is that an order? If it needs to be. Are we clear? Amy. Understood. The last time I left the palace was 4 years ago, when the king took me with him to check on the people after the Great War had ended. I shook my head and moved myself in the moonlight. I'm safe here. Princess, are you right? It won't be that bad. The council could go people. I don't be so sure. Times have changed. People change. That's precisely the problem. Mother never changed. Mother loved me until the end. Sometimes change is for the better, Princess. I think you see that today. Excuse me, I shall see you later. Dolores. Do you think witches are capable of bringing back the dead? I wish you could talk to me, your Alice. My dolls are my only friends. They're the only ones you can trust. My humans will never betray me. They'll never hurt me. They'll always be there for me. The moment I saw Delora, I knew she was special. She was different, so elegant and realistic that it was almost as if she was breathing. She was the gift from the king, and on my 17th birthday, I started receiving dolls from him when mother passed away. And I does not believe in birthday celebrations. But every year at midnight, a letter would appear under my door. It would contain instructions leading me through the palace on an adventure to Moonwood, filled with gifts, cakes, and sweets. A child's dream. I'd been fascinated by the dolls, which I'd always held a little greeting card. A card with the words "I love you" on it, signed by him. The card would tell me to keep the celebration special secret, but I didn't need to be told that. But I was always found a way to show me she still cared. In her own way. The secret celebrations had stopped as soon as she disappeared. Yes? Excuse me, Your Highness, the king has requested your presence. This better not be another lecture. Tell him I'm on his way. I'll see you later, Delora. Oh. Good morning, Your Highness. Mithras, the royal advisor. Father trusts him a great deal, just like he does Castor. Every day looks more and more like a mother. I don't know how to feel about that. There's something inside Mithras staring to Mother's portrait when he thinks someone's looking. I must have admired her a lot, but I cannot bring myself to think highly of him. There's something about him that puts me on edge. I am on your way to see the king. I shall not keep you then. Until our next meeting, dear princess. Your Majesty. Amy, are you ready? You will enjoy this, Amy. I've had the toy shopper's lovely dolls. This will be good for you. You'll get to know your sister, and you'll be able to interact with and learn about the people of Angel, about your subjects. I don't learn anything from them that I do not. I will not learn anything I don't already know. Why do you always believe that people around you are incapable of good? Because I've seen how quickly people will betray and manipulate each other to get what they want. Mother warned me about human nature. You don't see it clearly, Amy. If you would open your eyes, you'll be able to see how good people really are. I believe I'm already quite capable of seeing the true nature of people. After all, I've seen that there's no good in you. Ouch. Okay. Amy, where were you when I needed you 4 years ago? Where have you been ever since? Back then, I'd been overflowing with grief and pain. I just lost Mother, my entire world. I'd hoped that maybe then he would have shown me love and compassion, even just to her, but to let me know that someone was there. I had been a childish hope. I'd been left alone. I didn't see him for months. I'd barely even had his voice. You cannot rely on anyone but yourself. You cannot trust anyone but yourself. That's what you have taught me, Your Majesty. Cold, very cold. I know that I've hurt you, and I know there's nothing I can do to atone for what I did. But please, Ophelia and the children are not part of that. They don't deserve to be hated. In the end, they still matter to him more than I ever did. Amy, enough. I already said I'll go. Everyone's waiting outside. I shudder at the thought of leaving the palace for so many years. Amy, it'll be okay. How can you be so sure? Thank you for agreeing to accompany Elaine. I'll not disappear an order from the king. Jesus. Excuse me. Hello, how can I help? Bianca! Princess Emmeline, how good to see you. I trail Emmeline. Ignoring her, she embraces her friend. I glance around the small shop. The dolls displayed are nowhere near the quality of the ones in my room. I cannot understand why Emmeline she buys gifts for our friends here. I can't believe I went to the palace. There's no need to be so tense, princess. I would never let anything happen to you. My only job is to relax and enjoy yourself. You ask the impossible of me. There's no need... Oh, there's no need to be formal, Eureka. I'm still the same as I was. Oh yes, Rod's come along well... Oh, God. Oh yes, Rod's come along as well. It's been a while, Veronica. It's good to see you again too, Rod. And let me introduce you to Her Highness, Crown Princess Amy. The look on Veroca's face as she takes a step back away is resulting from fear. My apologies for being so rude, Your Highness. Good morning. And this is Sir Fitzgerald, Augustus' son. It's a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Oh, you're Sir Fitzgerald? You really are as handsome as Emily described in the letters. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, please don't mind your Sir Fitzgerald. I'm sorry, Emily. Right. So, what brings you all the way here? Oh, I'm here to get some toys, for some new friends. Toys from here? Are you sure? Even she's like, great, really? Here? Of course I am. I cross my hands. I would prefer if we finish this errand as quickly as possible. Yes, of course. I'm sorry, Your Highness. Princess, I can barely breathe in here. I just want to go back to the palace. Baby character is here. Just a second. As I still stay awestruck. Good morning. Up until this point, I was considered mother to be the fairest being in the land. The lady that walks in proves me wrong. Her beauty is mesmerizing and clearly without peer. Everyone in the shop is openly staring. Oh, you're here, Alima? You're early today, ma'am. I have some important news to later today. Are the items ready now? Oh, of course. Let me go fetch them for you. It'll be just one moment, Emily. Why is he smiling at me? She. Here you are, ma'am. I can't say the word right. Thank you. That lady was beautiful. Right? Any girl standing next to her becomes hopelessly ugly by comparison. Who is she? She's been around town. Some say she's a fairy. A fairy. They saved Angela from the witches 4 years ago. Everyone considered them our saviors. Sorry. See this past my favorite character? And yet, the fairies are still unable to stop the fairy caution spreading. Here you go. Thank you so much. No, thank you, Veronica, and I hope to drop by again soon. Good, I look forward to seeing you again. I hope to see you again soon as well, Rod. Likewise. Leaving the palace is a bad idea. While I'm out and still of attention, some townsfolk point and stare at me. Most, however, make a point of avoiding me, like I'm a plague. There's some spiteful stares, but thankfully, none are nearly as intense as they were 4 years ago. I'm sure the townsfolk are always surprised to see you again after so many years. Right. Fritz and Rod lag behind us, which leaves only Emily walking beside me. And I decided which is worse, the staring or her company. Hey. Oh, Hey, look, a street performance. It's been a week since the last watched one. Street performance. Hello. Good day, everyone. My name is Waltz, and I'm here to spread some happiness and magic. The boy named Walt snapped his fingers, and colorful flower petals started to rain down from the sky. Isn't that pretty? And those two princesses over there. It's an honor to have you in attendance. Please accept this simple gift. He snaps his fingers, and white lilies appear in his hand. Oh, thank you! Awkward silence. Boy looks at me as if expecting some kind of reaction. When he gets nothing from me, he sighs and gives a nice smile. I hope to see you again during my next show. We'll definitely try. He gracefully bows before moving back to his area to perform more tricks for a gathering crowd. In a performance like this all around Angel, I love them. Maybe someday we'll get to see some musicians. Those are my favorite. I don't intend to leave the palace again. But you don't like it out here? Ron and I grew up here. I love Angel. It's my favorite, and this is my favorite part of the kingdom. I wanted to share this with you, Angel. I know you didn't really want to come, but you still tagged along. That means a lot to me, so thank you. I didn't do this for you. I'm only here because the king ordered me to go with you. I just wanted us to be closer, Amy. I'd like to try and be your friend. I don't want or need your friendship. No matter how you act around me, we are not and will never be sisters. I take care to remember that if I were you. But Rod suddenly grabs my hand, pulling me away from Emily. Stop. He's staring daggers at me. This is the first time I've ever seen you angry. Rod, don't! Let me go. Both of you ought to stay away from me. I feel the heavy atmosphere as I turn to look at the people staring at us. The expressions mirror the looks of disdain I saw years ago. Anger, disgust, hatred. I begin to walk away. Princess, wait! Don't follow me. Princess! I just met up, making sure my face is hidden from view. I never should have left the palace. As I walk around, I watch the people bubbling down the streets. So carefree. They work so hard for so little reward. They could work their entire lives and never get a fraction of what I have. And yet, they're happy. And I heard Alice lost her job at the palace. It's true. Crown Princess Amy made sure the poor girl was fired. I stopped in my tracks and at the mention of my name. Not again. Alice was that the name of that one maid who told the royal stress? Okay. If so, my decision to fire her was justified. About that, no. The boss maid cannot be clumsy. Why should I tolerate performance? What did they do that was so wrong? Fire her? I know that Alice hardworking and big hearted, very good with medicine. It's a shame she lost her job so quickly. You know how hard the Crown Princess used to please. My friend at the palace says she doesn't even smile, only goes around with that cold look on her face. Let's walk away the call of the Ice Princess. Excuse me? Ice Princess. So all the times I heard in the silence saying that, I'd always suspected they were talking about me. She's the complete opposite of our Princess Emily. And she was an angel. We all know she should be Crown Princess. I know he's begins to swing time. I cannot stand hearing anymore, so I walk away. At least Emily entered my life. I'm always being compared to her. Now I've become second best. I am really Amy Rayla Britain, daughter of King General Britain III and the Crown Princess of the Kingdom of Angel. I am of royal blood. She's nothing. There you are. Princess, you must come back with me. It's getting late for you to remain outside. Princess, are you alright? Are you hurt? I brushed him off and turned away. No need to fuss, let's just go back. Again. Leaving the palace was physically and mentally draining. My bed is welcoming to my unusually heavy body. I turned my head and met Dolores' glassy gaze from where she sits on the shelf. I left the palace today, Delora. It was the same as all those years ago. Everyone looked at me like I was... What have I ever done to deserve those looks? You're seriously asking that, Annie? Okay, how can you be so hated? Nice princess. I wish Mother was here. I look at the smiling faces of my dolls. At least I still have all of you. I yawn and stretch my arms. Good night, Delora. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I'm not singing this. Oh, I wonder what you are. Singing? But who? Above the world so high. I'm not singing. Like I diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. I blinked my eyes open only to see Dolores sitting right in front of me on my bed. Moonlight spills across her delicate features. How I wonder what you are. Wasn't she on the shelf with all the other dolls when I went to bed? Laura? It's almost time. I pinch my cheek to make sure I'm not dreaming. It hurts. Only 10 minutes before the clock strikes 12. I hope you're ready, princess. What? My doll just turned into a human. How? Who are you? You know who I am. I've been watching you since the day your father gave me to you. What is happening? I don't think I've ever been so confused in my life. Excuse me. All the answers will come with time, but right now I'm here to give you something, princess. Is this Cinderella very young glass slipper? It's beautiful, too beautiful. Then a realization begins to dawn upon me. You're a witch. Smart girl, I knew you'd figure that out eventually. Now it's time to say goodbye to your precious crown. What? Sweet dreams, Cinderella. Okay. Hey, wake up, girl. Huh? What? Oh, my head. You have some nerve sleeping in front of my shop. Leave before the customer sees you. I was in my room. How am I here? You do not hear what is said, filthy child. Filthy. You would speak to a crown princess in such a manner? I need to look at what you're wearing first before you speak. You're a crown princess and I'm a queen. You must have been knocked on the head quite hard for you to have such grand delusions. I am not delusional. I am Amy Bella Britton, the daughter of the King Gennaro, Britton III, and the Crown Princess of Angel. Right, the king never had a daughter with a witch. Is she a kind mother? Witch? I'm pretending to be stupid, girl. Only stare at her puzzled. Our good king only has stepchildren, Princess Emmeline and Prince Rod, and you almost definitely neither of them. What? Now get gone before you go spawning crazy gibberish at my customers and scare them away. With how she leaves me to my own rapidly turning thoughts. I quickly realize that I'm wearing tattered clothes and don't even have shoes on. No. This cannot be happening. Something shines against my chest and I reach up to grab it. It all falls back. Laura being a witch. Cinderella's basket. This is not a dream. Delora gave me the fairy tale curse. And my hands began to tremble. I must return to the house and speak with the king. But that was a good idea in your condition. Let me in. Sorry, God, but this place is all famous for better it gets. You don't understand. I'm the crown princess and you will be. I must speak with my father. As loath as I am to call him that, I have to. No one would believe. Yay! Sorry about that. No one would believe me if I if I am addressing him by title. You best leave now, nice and quiet, before we have to force you. If you would only make way for the king. The gates swing open and 3 horses trot out. So this ride 2 of the horses, while the last horse has a different familiar rider. Father! I mean, move to the block part of the horse. The soldiers move to hold me back. Your Majesty! What is this? Your Majesty, this cloud is claiming to be your daughter. Daughter? Both of my stepchildren are in the palace right now. What even follows upon this? Father, you must help me. I was just cursed me. Once in your life, just once. Help me. You must believe me. Tell me, where is your family, child? Why are you all alone? He looks at me with pity in his eyes. He's looking at me more kindly as a present than he ever did when I was Crown Princess and his daughter. Are you full? You must be hungry. Take this. This should feed you and your family for a day or two. The kingdom offers work riches for those who need them. Please let your parents know. I don't need your pity, Father. Please escort this girl back to her home. Make sure she gets there safely. At once, Your Majesty. Not just my father and these 2 guards right away with the horses, leaving me to stand in the dust. He left me alone. Again. Where's your home, girl? There's nowhere left for me to go. Mother has forgotten me. Leave me. Now look here, orders were to leave me alone. Suit yourself, trying to say we tried. Don't cause any more scenes, little girl. I watched with bleary eyes as the soldiers returned to the palace. How can this be happening? I stared at the small pouch in my hands. I don't know what hurts more. The fact that I'd just been unceremoniously paraded away from my home like I'm nothing more than a piece of garbage. Or the fact that my own father does not recognize me. Oh, look at that girl's hideous dress. How difficult it is to be poor. Y'all can just mind your business, please? I pushed the pouch closer to my chest as I ran to an empty alley, huddled in the corner, trying to move as small as possible. I squeezed my eyes shut, hoping that when I next opened them, everything would be back to normal. A dream? No matter what happens, you must not leave the palace. Why? The world is cruel. People will only ever hurt you. But they're always so nice to me. That's only because you're the Crown Princess. They'll only ever think of what they can take from you. I'm trying to protect you, my love. That's why you must never leave the palace. Never leave me, Mother. I'm the only one who will ever love you so much. Do you understand? I understand. That's it for the prologue. Thank you so much for watching, guys. See you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye.